Hey you guys, I was compelled to make this video because I need to address a few issues that has come to my attention. Um, there's a guy on Facebook who is making comments. Some of you might know this man. His name is Tristan. Fat Joe. Ogre, something, Shrek, I don't know, Tiana, some shit, somebody by the name, I don't know, but it's this big, tall, wide back, wide receiver, refrigerator body ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, the back is so big that you could just, like, sit 2 aircraft carriers on her back. Like, seriously, its back, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Just heaven forbid if this thing starts to multiply. But what I have to say is I need to set the record straight because this thing is going around saying all this shit like it was Kris Kringle. Bitch, you might be built like Kris Kringle, but you're not Kris Kringle. Girl, you did the most in my house. Like, seriously. And then you have the audacity to say that someone was mean to you. First of all, Tristan, you are a very manipulative ass person. Very manipulative. And you have issues that need psychological help. You need a therapist. You need to talk to someone. And I mean, seriously. I don't know what these people you grew up with taught you, but the type of shit that you think you can get away with and the behaviors that you show, you can't. It's not acceptable. Not in no one's house. First of all, you like to sit and try to blame your actions on the fact that you were an only child. The fact that you're extra loud, flamboyant, over the top, exaggerated. You know, you do the most. You're very much HD all the time, loud living color. All the time. Like, you would wake up a football field. Like, for real. Like, you're loud as hell and you're gay as hell. You're very much too Wong Fu about the situation. And me and you didn't click. And you think that because I was being mean to you, that somebody was being mean to you. First of all, not giving you a hug is not being mean to you. Bitch, I told you. I don't hug people because I don't like being touched. It's a lot of shit that happened to me in my life where I done got the stigma. I don't like to be touched by no one but my man. I didn't want to give you a hug and you thought that that was mean. I didn't want to be your sister. So you called it because I didn't want to give you a hug. You want to come up in the morning, have issues group. Oh my God. Well, we just came in from work. Let's talk about how our day went. Who does that gay shit? I want to go to sleep. I'm tired. You thought that was mean. I don't want to sit and watch RuPaul's Drag Race with you. You thought that was mean. When I tell you to mind your business because you keep interjecting in a conversation between me and my man, you thought that was mean. You slept on my couch for a month and a half. Why? Because you spent the $300 that you were supposed to use to buy a bed on a coke session that you orchestrated to try to get everybody fucked up so you could have my man. Didn't work. You spent $300 for nothing. But at the end of the day, you didn't get a bed. So you spent the entire month in my front room. Me and my man could not entertain ourselves in my front room, play a video game because you were there. And you had to have your say in everything, every conversation. You were there. You thought because I smoke a personal blunt with my man, I was being mean to you because I should smoke with you also. If I brought my man something special back to eat, a sandwich or a cheesecake or something like that, I was being mean because I didn't bring you anything back. Bitch, I'm not fucking you. Bitch, you is not my man. You look like a man. You're built like a man, but you're not my man. Why the fuck am I suddenly bringing shit back for you? You thought that was mean. You thought I was being late because of that. Come on, what the fuck? You've never had a relationship. No one wants to be with you. Bitch, there's no one the same size as you. for them to be with you. I swear to God, like, what the fuck? Who wants to be with someone who's triple their fucking size? I mean, your hand is the size of someone's face. Who wants to deal with all? What man wants to deal with all that? Like, seriously, who does that? Secondly, you thought because we watched a personal movie together, we smoked blunts together, we did personal things that people in relationships do amongst each other, that you had to be included in everything. Like this was Three's Company when it wasn't. You were an extra. You were an add-on. You weren't supposed to be in any of that. The only reason why you were in some of it is because, bitch, you didn't have no bed and I allowed you to sleep on my couch. First of all, what you're forgetting is, bitch, I didn't have to allow you to sleep on my couch because your sleeping arrangements had not a motherfucking thing to do with me. You paid your rent, bitch. You could have slept in that room on the fucking floor on top of some clothes for all I gave a fuck. But you said I'm being mean to you. I let you sleep on my brand new couch. Not only did you put a terrible odor in my fucking couch, and you're gonna say because I fucked on my couch or whatever. Yeah, I did fuck on my couch, but I put sheets on my couch like a normal person do because my couch was brand new. You however slept on my couch constantly every day, and everybody that knows you have a terrible smell, and that smell was perforated through my couch, and everybody that came over here knew that it was you because bitch, you walked around with the smell and it was on my couch. What the fuck? 2 + 2 is what? 4? Exactly. Come on now, don't play games. Secondly, you burn holes in my couch with your cigarettes. You're steady falling asleep with fucking cigarettes in your hand, dropping on my couch over and over again. I should have beat your ass, or I should have made you pay for it right then, but I didn't. But I'm being mean to you. You wouldn't tell everybody, but I'm being mean to you and I'm being late to you. How about you being late? How about I couldn't come in my motherfucking house and untuck? I can't even walk around untucked in my house. I can't do that because I have you. Oh my God, your dick is so big. Put it away. It's huge. You thought you were being funny. You wanted to try to embarrass me in front of my man, make me look some type of way, girl. You did all type of shit, girl. Who the fuck walks around and looks at another bitch's meat in her own house, girl? It's just certain shit you don't say. Bitch, you have no filter. You say whatever you feel like you want to say, and you can't do that when you live in someone else's house. And you did that all the time. You took liberties and said things and did things all the time you weren't supposed to do. And you know goddamn well you wouldn't never did it in nobody else's house. The way you walked around here, for example. Bitch, you walked around here with a tank top on and nothing else. You're flat cardboard landslide ass was hanging out the back with no filter, nothing to cover it up. Your rolls were slopping all over the fucking goddamn tank top at the top like a bucket of mud overflowing, and then your titties and shit was slopping and slipping all out. Girl, it didn't even look pleasing. I didn't even get offended that you were walking around like that because it looked like such a fool. That's why when you walked around like that, half of the time I didn't say anything. But the point is, it was disrespectful. And you know it was disrespectful. But you don't walk around nobody else's house like that. And then you had the audacity to try to say you put your name on the lease. Bitch, are you serious? For real? Girl, stop playing with me. Girl, you did the most in my motherfucking house. And you want to get on Facebook and say somebody was mean to you. Bitch, wasn't nobody mean to you, girl. And then you want to confuse immaturity with being fishy. When something doesn't go your way, you want to pout. And you want to talk in a sing-song, whiny-ass voice. Who the fuck does that? Grow the fuck up. You're too fucking big to be pretending like you're 4 years old. And even when you were 4 years old, you were too fucking big to be acting 4 years old. Like, seriously. Come on now, nobody was fucking mean to you. You did all type of shit in my house. You had no business doing in no one else's fucking house. You ain't tell them how you had to how you tricked the fucking date and had the date come back and throw a brick through my window that you had to pay for, might I add, that you didn't even want to pay for. And when the time came to pay for, you told me, guess what? I don't have it right now. And I told you, well, what do you mean? You don't have the money to pay for the window, or you don't have the money to pay for your cab fare? You said my cab fare, yeah, your cab fare to leave. Then all of a sudden, magically, you come up with the money. Come on, girl, stop playing. Bitch, you did a lot of shit up in this house. How about you were paying me my rent in segments when you had the whole rent? And you were owing me rent, but you would study buying weed and shit. What the fuck? Then you going outside and spending $300 and $400 making $300 and $400, but you didn't want my man. But I'm treating you so badly, but yet you felt compelled to buy all of the weed, all of the food, all of everything, every day. I never had to spend any of my money. You call yourself taking up the slack for me. But if I was so mean, what would compel you to take up the slack for me? Bitch, because you had an ulterior motive. You had an objective. Your eyes was on the prize. Your eyes was on my man. That's why you did it. And you did it like that because you didn't want to jeopardize that. So you had to include me in. That's why I was smoking and eating too. Because it would have been really, really awkward, suspicious, and not to mention disrespectful and got your ass killed if you were just doing that for my man. Come on now. Stop it, girl. You gotta wake up real early in the morning to get me. Bitch, I'm not gagging because you stole my TV. That's what late fags like you do. You're gay as hell. You're fruity as hell. Everything about you is gay. You're a cat boy dressed up as a girl. Like, so serious. You have no friends in Chicago. Why don't you have any friends in Chicago? Because nobody likes you. Because you do too much. You've had 38 roommates. Why? Because nobody likes you. You do too much. You can't live with anybody else in anybody else's house. And we had this conversation while you were here. You need to have your own house. You don't need to stay with anyone else. Because you're too dominant to stay in anyone else's house. You want to run shit. You want to cook every day. You want to control what we watched on the TV. You wanted to pick every movie. You wanted to pick every meal. Bitch, you wanted to pick where we went, how we went, what was going in. You wanted to control everything. And the minute that someone interjected or said they didn't like that idea, you said they were being mean to you and started pouting and doing all this extra shit, storming out rooms and slamming doors, girl, like you were 4 fucking years old. So that's your interpretation of being mean to you. Let me clarify for the people what being mean to you was. Bitch, you're immature. You don't need to stay with anyone. You need to grow the fuck up and take a couple life lessons classes. Like, for real. Because the shit you doing ain't cool. That's why you been in a position that you was in already. Where you had to look for a place to stay. Because you're not acceptable to society. First of all, you're a giant. Nobody wants a fucking orc in their house. Nobody wants to feel like they're on the set of Lord of the Rings 24 hours a day. Bitch, every time I gotta crick my neck and look up at this beast sitting in my front room. Girl, and then when you did get your room and you did get a fucking bed, girl, you ain't put shit else in there. And don't say because you didn't want to, you didn't know you knew you weren't going to be here that long. Girl, you've never, in any of the places you've ever lived, bought anything else but a bed. It's called pillow post syndrome. It's when you so used to moving around and going from place to place to place to place that you never buy anything with any stability, like a dresser or a vanity or anything, because you're so used to picking up and go. You only buy things that you can pick up and go. Bitch, you wanted to buy an air mattress at first, if you really want to keep it real. Because, bitch, that's the type of slob, nasty bitch you is. You wiped your ass with wash towels. You stole other people's wash towels. You left your panties all over the place. Your room was a horrid mess. Me and my boyfriend had to constantly clean up after you every time you left the room. Every time you cooked, it was like an explosion in my fucking kitchen. Like, seriously. You are too motherfucking much to handle and too much to deal with. And truth be told, if I wanted to treat you like I wanted to treat you, bitch, you are lucky that I didn't treat you like I wanted to treat you. And the only thing that was holding me back from treating you the way I wanted to treat you was my boyfriend, because he was reaping the benefits of your pockets. And I didn't want to ruin that. I'm a thug hood ass bitch. Truth be told. So you coming out of your pocket paying for everything was right up my alley. Yeah, I used you. That's one thing I will say I'm guilty of. I didn't never mistreat you, but bitch, I used you. I used you because bitch, you thought you was slick in what you were doing. So I let you go ahead and tire yourself out. But at the end, you got irritated. And you stole from me because your plan didn't work. You didn't want my man, but however, you had your biological mother who lives all the way in Detroit purchase a bus ticket for you and him. And him. She bought his ticket too. So he can go to Detroit with you. But you didn't want my man. Then you sat and told me that you sucked my man's dick. And you didn't even know you told me. You're going to say, yeah, girl, your man showed me his dick, girl. I know, because it's a rough part that goes down the entire length of his dick. It's on the side, like on the right side. It goes all the way from the bottom of his dick to the top, girl. I don't know what that little growth is, girl, but now you know I'm not lying. You told me that on the phone. But what you didn't know is my man don't have no growth on his dick. He has a mole on his dick, and it's near the top. And the only reason why you would think that it was a growth going down the entire side of his dick is because if it was in your mouth. Because that's how it feels when it's in your mouth. I know because I suck it daily. So what you described to me is exactly what it feels like when it's in your mouth. However, you neglected to say that the lights were off. That's why you never really saw the dick to tell me it was a mole. You only felt it because it was in your mouth. So that's why you thought that it was a growth all the way down the side of it. And only a bitch that has been through that and had that experience knows. Girl, you told on yourself and you're so completely ignorantly stupid to the fact that you did. But yet you sit here on Facebook and say you didn't want my man, that you weren't featuring him, yada, 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 yada. How come you weren't featuring him, girl? The man that you were pursuing told you he didn't even want to be with you in public. That the only way that he would even talk to you in public is if y'all were far, 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 far away from the hood in the suburbs somewhere where nobody knew either one of y'all, girl. And I laughed at you and you thought that was me. Girl, that's what the fuck you get. Girl, of course you wanted my man because you were envious of how he treated me in public, how he brought me home gifts after gifts after gifts after gifts after gifts. The only reason why he bought you a Valentine's Day present because, bitch, he didn't want you to feel left out. Girl, because every time we did something for each other, you felt some type of way, girl. Like we were supposed to include you. Girl, you don't have a fucking boyfriend. I told you time and time and time again that you were the third wheel and you thought that was being mean. Nobody wants a third wheel. It's not a three-way relationship. It wasn't and it never will be. But he did know you liked him and he did play into it. And he reaped a lot of benefits off of it. He smoked heavily. He ate heavily. We both did. And you're mad because you didn't get what you sought out to get in the beginning. So when I push your ass out, your filthy, nasty, big back aircraft carrier neck ass out of here, you want to steal my shit. Which is fine. You stole. That's fine. That's what fags do. But let me let you know. Let me let you know. Just let me let you know, girl. I'm going to fuck you up. I'm so fucking serious. I'm going to beat the shit up out of you, Miss Thing. I'm going to take you down. And I am so fucking serious. Because, bitch, you want to lie and say somebody took your link card and $100, but you neglect to mention that all the times you talk to Kimmy. But now you want to mention it when we're on Facebook. But you've never said it before. How the fuck somebody take your link card, know the PIN number to your link card, but yet when you call the link card in, not a dime was taken out of it or off of it. Sorry. Whichever. But he stole it. Girl, get your lame, lying ass out of here, bitch. You didn't even have a link card before you moved here, girl. You didn't even know what that was about. You so dumb. Girl, you're ignorant as fuck. Girl, I'm just blown away by the shit that you did up in this house. And then you get the audacity to come on Facebook and say somebody treated you. And you want to try to flip the script. When your whole ulterior motive was to destroy what I had. Because you were envious to me. You don't even have a boyfriend. You've never had a relationship. And the guy that you did have a relationship with doesn't even want you. He ran from you when he saw you on fucking Halston. Who gets a fucking boyfriend off of Halston? The whole stroll. That's where you got your man from. The whole stroll. Who the fuck does that? That's like having a husband off of Belmont. Who the fuck does that? Girl, you sound stupid. So of course you was envious. Girl, of course you wanted my shit, girl. Girl. Of course, my man buying me roses and shit, girl. Bringing them in all up in your face. Girl, you wanted that shit, girl. And I'm not even being funny, but girl, you wanted that shit. You wanted that shit and you saw out to get it. Girl, I should have just put you out in the beginning and never dealt with that. I played a dangerous game and my TV got stolen. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So what, my man stabbed me? So what, I was in the hospital? Bitch, I'm not going to put what I did on here because it's Facebook and he don't, you know, he don't like all that shit. But bitch, just let me know I got mans too. And bitch, that's what you call love. You don't know no motherfucker. Nobody's never loved you. So you don't know what sacrifice is and forgiving is because there ain't nobody never gave a fuck about your big, uncomfortable, bloated, oversized ass. Who the fuck wants you besides a construction company? Who the fuck wants you? Perhaps a baby dinosaur to play with? Bitch, a mama T-Rex? Who the fuck wants you? That's why you don't know what a relationship is. No one. Who the fuck? Who can you be matched with? Who's big enough to even be by your side, girl? The Hulk is not real. He's a Marvel character, girl. He's fictional. Girl, who in real life is big enough to even be beside you? Who handprint is going to be as big as yours? Like, girl.